Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This week in Illustrado is our weekly video series where we give to you updates, news, and slice of life from our friends all across the world. In this quick episode, we're going to be saying hello to our friends in the UAE, USA, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and more. The new normal seems to be kicking into full effect pretty soon. So to those of you who are adjusting right now, we hope that you're keeping safe, we wish you well, and most importantly, we hope that you're doing everything that you can to prevent yourself from getting sick. Times are pretty challenging right now, and with all of the depressing wave of news that's happening on social media as well, I would just like to remind everybody that it's completely okay to take a break. But not now, because we have a new episode for you. So stick around, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paolo Benitez, and you're watching another episode of This Week in Illustrado. Updates and news from our friends across our global neighborhood. Before I get on with the episode, I'd just like to remind you that our friends at the Radisson Blu Hotel Dubai Dairy Creek will be doing a special seafood promo for their restaurants. So if you're in Dubai and you're craving some seafood, be sure to check these out.
Hello, kababayan. My name is Michelle Macrohon and I work for Subtle Filipino Traits. I am currently in Fontana, California, which is inland of LA in California. And currently the weather is roughly about 70-something degrees with a nice little breeze. It's around 6 p.m. so it's gonna be sunset sometime soon. These are my mom's flowers. And I really hope everyone's taking care of themselves during this time of quarantine. And I hope that you're staying safe and that you're healthy with food and hopefully around your loved ones. So a few things that I do to kind of keep me healthy during this time and as optimistic as possible is, number one, I'm also blessed to be around my family. So cooking has been a very therapeutic experience for me. Cooking, and particularly Filipino food. Just yesterday or 2 days ago, we made fresh lumpia, and that was an activity I was able to do with my two younger sisters. And I think about 3 days before that, we were making turon. And what's fun about that is that you can make them in any different sizes, and it's just a really great activity to spend a few hours off your technology and with your family. The other thing I love to do is I love music, and I'm also a DJ, so I love playing music in my room and just relaxing and immersing myself in the music. And I also love playing music and being able to curate my own vibe in my own way. Another thing I do is I love dancing. I'm not no professional dancer or anything, but I love dancing as a way to express myself through a unique language of dance. And of course, as I mentioned, I love music, so dance and music come hand in hand together, so it's only fair that they just work perfectly together for me. It's also just a great way to stay active during this time. For me, exercising, I describe them as mundane, but mundane exercising is, I get a little bored sometimes, so dancing is a way to just learn more about your body too. So yeah, that's my update in life, and I hope, like I said, you all are being safe, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye!
Hello mga kababayan, my name is Calvin Cruz and I work for Subtle Filipino Traits. Currently, I'm in Vancouver, Canada, and right now it's 5:40 p.m. and the temperature is around 17 degrees Celsius. Today, I'd like to share with you guys some of the things that has been keeping me busy during this quarantine season. One thing that I absolutely enjoy doing is dancing. I have been dancing for many years now and it's been helping me keep in shape. Another thing that I love about it is that it helps me express my feelings through movements, especially when sometimes words are just not enough to describe my emotions. Another thing that's keeping me busy is school. I'm in my last year of my undergraduate degree at the University of British Columbia here in Vancouver. Since the pandemic started, our classes have moved remotely online. which has been quite challenging and it's definitely easy to lose focus. But I'm constantly working on ensuring that I'm always on top of my schedule. Lastly, I always enjoy learning something new. Over the past year, I've been trying to learn more about Philippine politics, society, and the media. It is very important to stay informed, especially at a time like this where there's a lot of uncertainty around us. Not all of us have the resources to stay on top of the news, so if you have it, please consider sharing your knowledge to others. I'd like to end by saying I hope all of you are safe and healthy. Please stay safe out there and continue to encourage others to do the same. Once again, this is Calvin for This Week in Illustrado. Bye!
This week in Southeast London.
Hiya! So here I am on a night shift. I am working in triage at the moment, and I'm just gonna show you my work area. That is lipstick. I just retouched. I know it doesn't really make sense because I will be covering my face with a mask. And that, my friends, is my sexy workplace OOTD.
A nurse still needs to feel pretty under the mask. Don't you agree?
It's the middle of the shift. Night shifts could be hard. Thank God for coffee. So in terms of COVID-19, not as crazy as it was. So it's a bit better anti-COVID if you do come back, which will kick you in the butt. So my night shift is done and I'm gonna take you to a little tour around my neighborhood. So this is a therapeutic garden near where I live, and I love walking through here, and I even do yoga here sometimes. I love it here. All the flowers. Home sweet home. Welcome to my room. My room has been made into sort of a little nursery / greenhouse. I've been trying to grow a garden. On my free time, I love to do yoga. Do follow me on Instagram. I talk about sustainability and generally just being very friendly to our environment. That's what I'm really passionate about. This has been Bella for This Week in Illustrado. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, this week in Ras Al Khaimah at home again because it is way too hot to be doing anything outside. I'm gonna be coming at you with some more fashion content like I did last week. This week, I'm going to be serving you 3 different looks inspired by one of my most favorite shows at the moment on Netflix, this being Hollywood. Just to give you guys a little bit of a summary, Hollywood is based in the 1950s, post-World War II, and it centers around a bunch of different people, actors, directors, and aspiring filmmakers that are trying to make it and break the glass ceiling in the showbiz and entertainment industry. It's a really great watch, so I recommend adding it to your very, very long list of things to watch this quarantine. Watching the series, I was so inspired by the fashion of that particular era, so I decided to give my own interpretation of some of the looks that you see in the series. So hopefully you enjoy this montage.
This first look is inspired by the aspiring director in the series, Raymond Ainsley, who coincidentally in the show is written as half Filipino. More reason for Pinoys out there to watch, right? His character is mostly seen wearing suits accompanied by a hat, so going down the more formal route, I tried to capture his essence by wearing a tuxedo shirt and pleated high-waisted trousers, a staple of menswear in the 50s, all topped off with a navy fedora. The second look draws influence from the writer of the series, Archie, and reflects more of the casual menswear trend in the 50s, pieces like sweaters, pullovers, and Cuban collared shirts. I added a couple of modern accents like this wool beret and printed socks to give the overall look more personality. This final look pays direct homage to the gas station outfit. This type of ensemble is pretty synonymous with the uniforms of people that used to work in diners especially, even with the garrison hat, which has roots in the military. I actually made this using old newspaper, I got creative, and I think it worked out okay. Although this look is relatively simple, I like the impact that it has because it is so quintessentially 50s.
That is it from my side, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. My name is Antonino. You can follow me on Instagram at antonino.benitez, where I'll be posting more content like this. Hopefully it's somewhere down here. Yeah, you can follow that label there. But until next time, guys, this has been This Week in Illustrado.
Hi guys, This Week in Dubai. So the restrictions in Dubai are quite lenient now, and the malls are back to their normal operating hours. And I'm so happy to be back working on site again with my team on this huge wall. Today is our 4th day, and I'm going to show you a process as well of how we did this wall, and hoping that we will be able to finish this wall by tomorrow.
Hello everybody, today I'm sharing with you a personal favorite comfort food of mine that is so easy, tasty and cost effective to make. Since I love to blend Asian, Mediterranean and Italian toast with food, this quick and easy recipe is incredibly delicious and it's bursting with flavor with just a few simple steps and minimal effort. If you want to enjoy this yourself or you want to share this with your friends, family, neighbors or co-workers, it's absolutely a crowd pleaser that gratifies the taste buds.
Yes, we are.
Rachel, do you have more? Really, I'm not joking. You have more or no? Please do more again.
This week in Maryland, USA. Hello everyone, it is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now it's actually like pretty warm here. The weather goes like up and down a lot, so this is kind of refreshing, especially to go like for a walk and stuff. But yeah, so here in Maryland, the coronavirus thing is kind of lightening up. The cases are going down. They've opened a few retail stores, which is nice, and there are a few stores where you can try things on, like, which is even better. But I'm kind of afraid too, because like you never know when the Rona comes on to your body and like when it'll start affecting you. I just moved here in February, and I'm adjusting pretty well. I do miss having like Filipino friends. Oh, I did meet my first Filipino friend. She's half Filipina and half Black American, and she's pretty cool. Met her at work, so hopefully I can learn more about how, like, you know, her Filipina family side is dealing or adjusting to the US depending on how long we've been here. But anyway, things are good. This is my background. I made it when I was bored sitting at home, so it's like not the best quality, but I like it. So yeah, this is my first This Week video, and I'm so happy to be here. Hopefully I'll do more soon. This is Mariah Keltz for This Week in Illustrado.
This week in Illustrado, it is hot! If you're a kid in the Middle East like me, well, I'm not really a kid anymore. If you're living in the Middle East like me, then you know that by now it is really hot and it is not the time to go around and have fun like we used to do in the winter. Unless you're used to the weather, of course. It's pretty hot outside, but at home we like to keep things chilly. On the Illustrado side of things, we've been live streaming more frequently. We just did the return of our Illustrado Go monthly series where we talked about the new normal, this time with some of our friends all across the region. We've also done a special addition to our This Week lineup. Now, once a month, we're going to be doing a This Week Live, a discussion where we'll be inviting some of our friends from all across the world, and we'll be talking about all things progressive, social, Filipino, non-Filipino, hey, bah.
I want to ask you, when you say you've mastered sinigang, do you mean master it with the raw ingredients, or are we talking about that special Mamacita spice blend that we're all familiar with?
Siguro, probably I've mastered the ano ba to, the sinigang mix, but not really the master with the raw ingredients. But I can cook with the raw ingredients. Syempre, I'm the master of the sinigang mix, no?
And to those of you who are looking for a job right now, we also have a free webinar coming up on how to nail that job. So make sure you register and check it out too. When you're at home for so long, you kind of lose your knowledge of the day and night cycle, and you become more and more nocturnal as the time comes by. I'm convinced that I'm gonna become a vampire pretty soon, or maybe it's just because I've been drinking so much coffee lately. That also explains why I've been eating so much and just somehow losing weight. You know what they say about coffee? In through the mouth and out through the... And on the UAE news side of things, more and more things have been opening up recently. Malls are open, restaurants are open, they're still observing social distancing, and they're doing their regular sanitation as well. Sooner or later, we're gonna be able to go back to gyms and do pretty much our normal routines, but with a little more precaution. The UAE has also announced a spike in recoveries today, so that's very promising. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, more updates, news, and slice of life from our friends all across the world to come pretty soon. Stick around until the end of the month as well, because that's when we'll be doing our next This Week live stream. Very secret topic, no one knows yet. Is it this? I think it's more like this, huh? Anyway, I'm Paolo Benitez, and thank you for watching another episode. If you would like to join the This Week gang, you can always send us a video from wherever you are across the world. And until then, we'll see you next time.